invisible train, and this is probably a great time to maybe see if we've got Wayne, Stuart around. So, or actually, let's have a little look at some of the other pianos. Come on, let's go for a walk and have a look. This is the showroom, and there's a number of just beautiful pianos in various stages of departure and arrival. Some of them, obviously this one, which is made out of ebony. Am I getting this right, Wayne? Feel free to step in. That is being restored. It's come back in from the Elizabethan Theatre Trust, and that will be restored and returned. And this is the lid, just behind you, Bas, this incredibly beautiful piece of timber, which is ebony. Really, I shouldn't probably run my fingers over it, but my current favourite piano here, because of the amazing wood, is this sassafras piece. And every piano is different because of the wood grain. And there's a lot of interesting woods used, not just sassafras from Tasmania, but also hue and pine, which you're all familiar with because that's my piano. At home.
This one's American walnut.
And this one, oh, okay. Sorry, I'm too fast. I said to Bas, Bas, don't go too fast. And here am I going a million miles an hour. This is American walnut. And where did you get that wood? Obviously from America. Yeah, okay.
Yes, around the side, you can see the pattern.
All right, come around the side. So,
So
Wayne, what's the wood in underneath?
that's maple.
That's maple. I'm hoping you can all hear me okay, because I'm not that close to the phone at the moment. This is absolutely beautiful piece. So is that correct that every piece is different?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, no, she's...
And I might invite Sir Wayne to come over and tell us a little bit about the tuning of this piano, or come and sit down here and tell us about how the design of the tuning system, because I try and tell people, and
Hello, Fiona. We're back again.
I don't know if I get it right or not. I probably say all the wrong things, but I give it a go, and I do send people to the Stuart & Sons website.
It does come very close to this. This is the basis of our string and I'm going to say our acoustic philosophy. So the bridge aggregate here, that's just a special coupling device where the string is anchored to the bridge in the soundboard via this tiny device, and it actually, as you can see, it bends the string in a vertical plane, and that encourages the string to stay vibrating in the same plane in which it's struck. So it's very hard to hold this. Fiona, you hold that on that side.
This.
You hold that side.
Yep.
And if I lift this up, see, a string that's uncoupled makes almost no sound because there's very, very little surface area exposed to the air, and sound is about moving the air particles. So if we couple just to a really thick block of wood like this, the sound increases incredibly. So that's what pianos are all about. If we take it off, no sound. Couple, there, that's what you've got a sound. That's the basis of a piano. So a piano is all about a stretched string coupled to a big diaphragm that increases its volume. And the way this is done is very important in terms of how the sound behaves. And as Fiona's demonstrated, these pianos have an enormous sustain, and the clarity of the sound is very acute. So it's a very distinct sound, and that's what we hope to build in a modern piano. We want to explore different forms of sound generation in context to a traditional piano, because the way traditional pianos are made that we have inherited from the 19th century is not the only way to make a piano. It's just the way that people have been led to believe is the only way to do it. So if you want something different, Stuart & Sons have got a solution for you.
And something that looks incredibly beautiful. That's something that's completely different. I'm very blessed in my home to have a Stuart & Sons piano and to come here and play one that's actually Wayne worked on this already yesterday, getting it all prepared and voicing it, and it's just beautiful to play. So this morning's the first time I played it, and it just sounds, just checking.
I'll just check one thing. Oh, it's still in tune.
demonstrating my piano to somebody and they're asking me what's so different about it, I'll use this piece of music just to demonstrate how long the notes go for and the blend of the harmonics. And the sound is still going. You might not be able to hear it so well through my iPhone, but it's still going. And it must sound beautiful because we've got about 1,000 Australian birds outside.
It goes for over a minute.
It
The
goes,
sustain is for over a
the
minute.
sustain is for over a minute. So as a piano player, that means that you're going to have to be pretty good with your pedalling if you don't want to cross chords into chords. So if you went... To cut that and start again, you would have a pure chord. Does that make sense? It's particularly important in the bass because you can end up with a lot of mud if you don't pedal well, because you're going to cross all of those notes together. It's just going to be a wash of sound. So pedaling's important, but it's just the most beautiful piano to play if you really want to get lovely harmonics and lovely sustain. So I'm going to play that song now for you. It's Calling Earth, and it's from my album 600 Years in a Moment, and then I did it again with vocal layers, with 5 vocal layers on Signature Synchronicity, and I called it, I change names with my tracks when I do reimagined versions, but this is Calling Earth.